Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Krista. I'm anointed with the message. I want to just share this video, and it's just it's not only a reminder video, but it's just a video that you really need to pay attention to, okay? Because if you've been paying attention to my channel, that the enemy's he's really trying hard right now to delay you and where you're meant to be. He's really trying to delay your marriage promises from coming to pass. He's trying to delay you and your spouse from coming together, okay? And I want to share parts of this dream to help you understand that. And you'll know that the Lord speaks to me heavily through my dreams. If you've been paying attention to my channel, the Lord speaks to me a lot through my dreams. And he gave me a really, really powerful dream. My last dream, he gave me a really, really powerful one. And it made me angry because he's just trying to remind me that this is what's happening in your life, Krista, and it's being used. The enemy is doing it. He's doing it to distract you. He's doing it to delay you. All right, so I'll get right into the dream. So if you've been paying attention, you know that the Lord speaks to me through the name Sarah, because he told me, look up Sarah. Your name is changing, okay? So I saw myself in my vehicle. I stopped over to visit a friend named Sarah, and I wanted to bring my water with me because I knew that I was going to be thirsty. So I was filling up my water bottle, and I was going to bring it with me. But I filled it up, but then I saw Sarah was on the phone, but then I got distracted. I didn't bring it with me. I only had just a little bit of, I think it was lemonade that I saw in the dream. I saw a little bit of lemonade in my bottle, and I didn't bring the water with me because I was distracted. I forgot. So I go inside the house, and, Sarah's still on the phone, and then I see somebody in the room, and he represents my spouse, and I said, wow, it's like wherever I'm at, you're at. I'll say that again. Wherever I'm at, you're at. And then Sarah's still on the phone, and I see other people in the room talking to me, and I'm not going to share all of my dream, but so basically the gist of the dream, friends, is those distractions that are coming your way, they're being used from the enemy. The enemy is trying to distract you. The enemy is trying to distract you from growing in the Lord, from seeking Jesus, your relationship with Jesus. And I know, like just yesterday, I felt heavily distracted. And I know why now. Because I was wondering, like, why is this? I'm not going to share what's happening, but I was talking to the Lord, like, why? Why is this happening? And he was just reminding me that, Krista, the enemy is using this to cause you to be distracted. And the enemy is using the same thing in your life. He's trying to distract you and delay you and your spouse coming together. Hear me. Do you hear me? Those distractions, the enemy is using those again. The enemy is using those again to delay you and your spouse from coming together. So whatever you are doing, standard. If you are being heavily distracted, your spouse is being distracted too. And if you are being distracted from growing in the Lord, your spouse is going to be distracted growing in the Lord too. Okay? So it doesn't seem fair, does it? It doesn't. But we have to recognize the distractions, and we got to put boundaries up. And that even means people. If other people are distracting us from focusing on the Lord, we have to put boundaries in place, okay? And it's just like in the book of Mark 10:9, I think it is, where it says, what God brings together, let no one separate. So don't let a distraction come in between you and the Lord, but don't let a distraction come in between you and your spouse from connecting. If you and your spouse are working on restoration, if you and your spouse are working on restoration and the Lord is allowing you two to speak, don't let anyone come in between you two from connecting. The enemy is using things to distract you from becoming restored. Okay, when that happens, the enemy is using that. So this dream was just a really powerful wake-up call to me, and I pray that it's a wake-up call to you as well. But Sarah was on the phone. She was on the phone. So the enemy uses that to distract us. He's using it to distract us. And the fact that I forgot to bring my water with, signifies where those distractions are keeping us from focusing on the Lord. Okay? But it's all being used as a tactic from the enemy to delay you and your life, to delay you from coming together with your spouse. Okay? So just take this message seriously and put those boundaries in place right now. Put those boundaries in place right now. And if there's anything that the Lord has been telling you to stop, if the Lord has been telling you anything, but He's been saying no more, then He's being serious. Okay? So I hope that this message has helped you. It's a powerful wake-up call. And just like how much the enemy is really trying to delay these promises from from coming to pass. He's really trying to delay what God has ordained for you. And He's doing it because He feels threatened by you. He feels threatened by you and your spouse coming together. He feels threatened by it because He doesn't want God getting the glory. He doesn't want the glory of God being made all over your life. He doesn't want that being displayed all over your life, because it can bring other people to Christ, because it can transform other people's lives. That's why. And the Lord has shown me through previous dreams that there are other people waiting for you and your spouse to come together. There are other people waiting in your future that need you and your spouse to come together. They need your testimony. They need your testimony. Doesn't mean you got to share everything, but clearly the Lord had brought you and your spouse together. The other people in your future need the testimony. They need it. That's why your obedience is someone else's breakthrough. Okay? Your obedience is someone else's breakthrough. So, it's a wake-up call. Again. It's just like, wow, I thought I was doing so good, staying close. My eyes were really on the Lord. But then, bam, the distractions came my way again. So, anywho, I hope that you take this message seriously, and that how you show up is how your spouse is going to show up. So, again, put those boundaries in place. Because the enemy, he's a sneaky one. And he's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on purpose because he doesn't want you stepping into the promises of God. He's doing it on purpose because he doesn't want you happy. He wants your future delayed. He wants your future delayed. That's why the Israelites took 40 years. 40 years. instead of 11 days. So I'll see y'all next time as the Lord leads. But after this message, put those boundaries in place and keep your eyes on Jesus, because he is who you need. Your relationship with the Lord is what matters most of all. See you next time.